Hello, beautifuls. I need to put my glove back on. It is cold today. We are living in unprecedented times. It doesn't matter what part of the world you are from, you are affected by this pandemic and the resulting uncertainty. As a result, we have been bombarded by information, new rules, new regulations. We see so much information coming from the scientific world that seems to be in contradiction to what many of the government and authority figures are telling us. We see authorities within the same field disagreeing with each other. We have news that is being thrown at us 24/7 that is backed by political agenda. And we see a mass censorship on YouTube and social media. Now, more than ever, is a time for us to hone our skills of critical thinking. I have talked many times before about self-awareness, and I know that many people just relate that strictly to a spiritual quest or maybe a frou-frou personal growth practice. But self-awareness is one of our most powerful tools that we can use to help us hone and sharpen our ability to think critically. Critical thinking, or lack of, motivates our beliefs, informs our beliefs, and motivates our behavior. It influences every aspect of our experience. The ability to think critically is basically to unbiasedly analyze information, an evaluation of both rational and skeptical evidence. A person who is a critical thinker could also be described as inquisitive, even-handed, open to new information, ideas, and beliefs, and able to reason without emotional overwhelm. Self-awareness actually helps us hone all of those characteristics. Today I want to talk specifically about 4 aspects that we can deepen our awareness in regards to strengthening our ability to think critically. The first one is self-direction. And what that means is it means we have an ability to motivate and organize ourselves, which is of utmost importance when we are trying to think critically, because it prevents us from being led. Second is the ability to self-correct. Now, what that means is that we can actually look at ourselves. We can look at our beliefs and maybe understand that there's a weakness within that belief. Or we can look at ourselves and understand where the errors in our thinking are. And one example I will use for critical thinking is maybe we were taught that the authority is always right, that we are never to question the authority. And you can see how that would inhibit one's ability to think critically, because it would not allow them to take in certain bits of information. The third one is self-discipline, and that is the ability to correct our weaknesses and to pursue what we feel is right despite the difficulties and the temptations and distractions. When we are bombarded with information, if we don't have self-discipline, it is easy to get swept up in whatever we are being told or however we are being directed. And fourthly is our ability to self-monitor. And that is the ability to regulate our behavior and emotions. And again, when it comes to the ability to thinking critically, if we are not able to monitor those aspects of ourselves, it is so easy to be swept away by group mentality, by mob thinking, by fear. Basically, these 4 avenues will help us determine what our beliefs are, what our biases are, what our triggers and our fears are. And from there, we can drop the specific lenses that we've been using to filter the information coming in. This will allow us to acquire new information, to process it and generate new beliefs and behaviors. When we have the ability to think critically, it allows us to collaborate with others and to solve problems. And in the state that we're living in right now, we need that more than ever. I thank you so much for tuning in today and being with me. I so do appreciate it. And until we speak again, please stay well.